Hola chicos! We are finishing up our unit on commands today. We're going to talk about our very last little grammar point. We're going to talk about how you form ustedes commands. So by the end of this video, you will be able to form affirmative and negative ustedes commands on your own. Let's talk about what ustedes commands are used for. Ustedes commands are used to address a group of people and give them directions or instructions. For example, anytime I give you directions as a class, I use the ustedes command form. Saquen la tarea, guarden todas las cosas, sepárense, hagan la hoja de trabajo. All of those are ustedes commands. Just like to and usted commands, there's an affirmative form and a negative form. Let's talk about how we form them. They are very, very similar to usted commands. We're going to start with our verb in the present tense yo form, then we'll drop our o and add the opposite ending. For er and ir verbs, we use an. For ar verbs, we use en. We also need to take into consideration that there are irregular yo forms, stem changers, and what we do with car sar verbs. For car verbs, we change the car to ken, gar goes to gen, and sar goes to sen. Let's do some practice. So again, here are all of our yo forms: hablo, prendo, pongo, vuelvo, pido, saco, pago, and almuerzo. Okay, so to form the usted command, all we have to do is drop our o on all of these, and then use our opposite ending. So hablar goes to hablen, prender, prendan, poner, pongan, volver, vuelvan, pedir, pidan, sacar. So sacar is a car verb, so we got to make sure we include our car spelling change. Pagar is a gar verb, so we got to make sure we include our gar spelling change. Almorzar is a stem changer, so we have to keep our stem change and include the zar spelling change. So that's how you form affirmative ustedes commands. Try these ones on your own. Okay, so just like affirmative usted commands, we have 5 irregulars. We have dar, estar, ir, saber, and ser. Oops, I'm missing ser on my slide. Ser. They are very, very similar to usted and negative to irregular verbs. Remember, when I say they're irregular, this means they don't follow the normal pattern of going to the yo form, dropping our o, and adding the opposite. Instead, they're going to use these 5 conjugations. Dar becomes den, ir becomes vayan, estar, esten, ser becomes sean, saber becomes sepan. So those are our 5 irregulars. Again, I highly encourage that you memorize them, and remember that estar has an accent on it. Last thing we need to talk about is how we make negative ustedes commands. Just like usted commands, all we have to do is drop a no before the affirmative command to make it negative. So if we have hablar, which becomes hablen, to make it negative, it just becomes no hablen. That's it. That's how you form affirmative and negative ustedes commands. We take the yo form of the present tense, drop the o, add our opposite ending. To make it negative, we put a no in front of the command form. And we have to keep an eye out for irregular yo forms, stem changing verbs, and car sar verbs. And also our 5 irregular command forms. That's all for today. Adios.